work the piano. It was a musical thing, and you were supposed to sing.
Don't use that language with me.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, asshole.
How dare you? You have no right. What would you do if I came up to you and stabbed you and said,
Oh, one more thing, go fuck yourself.
what would you do? Tell me, Alfred.
This person's got no originality. He lacks integrity and authenticity, and he can't hold any kind of accountability. It's I'm Alex. He's nothing but an endless source of irritation. Produces the worst content of my sovereign nation. But despite this, he still calls himself an internet sensation. It's I'm Alex. And Mr. Elmsley, I would challenge you to respond to this. But we both know that you won't, 'cause you're a little bitch. His content is too full of shitty sound effects. He's backstabbed half his friend group and somehow still has subscribers left every time he opens his mouth. It gives me a dull pain in my head. It's I'm Alex. And when he decides that you don't have any usefulness left, he will discard you like an Xbox with the red ring of death. I'm amazed his fucking ego still fits inside his tiny head. He's I'm Alex. And Mr. Elmsley, if you happen to be listening to this, then all I had to say to you is swivel on this. Mother Moocake here, talking about random shit at the end of my song to try and sound cool. Hey Tyrone, have you got anything to say to I'm Alex?
Hey Alex, if you wanna get loads of bitches like me, maybe work on your jokes with the same passion you worked on screwing Slazzo over. Just a thought. Peace out, homie.
Oh, that's probably better. Hello. Right, there we fucking go. Sorry about that. We had some audio issues there. There would be. It's the fucking first proper stream I've done in a while. Welcome one and all. Thank you for your patience. Welcome one and all to the Moocake live stream. Back for the first time officially in 3 years. We did one about a few days ago, a kind of test one. I just watched some bullshit, but that doesn't really count. This is the official
one back. So welcome one and all. We'll give it a few more minutes just to kind of let some latecomers turn up and get comfortable, I suppose. There's always a few late people. But yeah, hope all is well. Hope the day's going well. Have a quick look at the chat and see what's going on. We've got 6 concurrent viewers. Lazy start, but I'm not expecting wonders. What's going on in the chat? Moocake Army. I'm not sure you should trust me with an army. I'd probably do something very stupid. Hey Moon, how was your day? I'm afraid my name isn't Moon. Not to be that dickhead. Mother Moocake or Moocake is what I'm usually known as. But my day's been all right. What have I got up to? I went into town briefly, saw some friends, got some shit that I left over at their place, and then yeah, just came back here really. Chilled, ate some dinner, watched some bullshit on TV, just the usual kind of shit, and then got ready for this, which we will start in a few minutes. We'll give it like, where are we? What time is it? Yeah, we'll give it till like 5:10 past, let's say. But yeah, the main event of today, if you haven't already figured out from the fucking title and thumbnail and all that, we're playing a game, and I believe its full title, if I remember correctly, is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, which is quite a mouthful in itself. But essentially, it's a KFC dating simulator. As far as I can fucking tell, it's actually officially licensed by KFC, which is just incredible, isn't it? If you can't beat them, join them, I suppose, in terms of memes. But yeah, we'll kickstart that in a bit. I'm told the game isn't too long. I didn't want something overly long for the first stream back. This game is great, by the way. No spoilers from me, but it's a trip. Well, I've played some of it before. I won't lie. About 2.5 odd years ago now, I did about half an hour's worth, the first 30 minutes worth in a video. And I kind of said at the end of it, if you like it, I'll do a part 2. And then I never got around to doing a part 2, partly because I forgot about it, and partly because the game made me feel uncomfortable as hell, if I remember correctly. So this should be interesting. We'll do the whole thing tonight, though. I'm told it's not too long, like I said, so shouldn't be too taxing, or maybe it will be. Who knows? I might be a nervous fucking wreck by the end of this. Only time will tell. But yeah, whereabouts are we? We'll give it a few more minutes. Not much going on in the chat. Did I put all the links out? I'm just fucking second guessing myself at this point. We might as well get it going in a minute. Just make sure I've got everything set up correctly. We've got 6 people. Yeah, that looks alright. We might as well get it going. Hopefully more people will join along the way. Yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's just kick this thing off. Why not? Right, I am going to try some volume levels. Okay, so this is where I need your help. I'm going to need some 1s in the chat, if that sounds okay, and if you can still hear me and shit. And I'm going to need some 2s if it's not good. Come on, that wasn't rhetorical. Give me some feedback here. Help a brother out. I'm seeing some 1s. This is good. That's fine. Well, I'll take that as... Yeah, I'm getting some 1s. That's fine. Right then. Okay, that's splendid. I'm going to need some 3s then, if you can now see the game. I'm going to need some 4s if you can't. 3s if you can see it, 4s if you can't. If we can hear the game or we can hear you. Well, both. I mean, can you hear the game all right? Can you still hear me over the top of it? I'm getting 3s for seeing the game as well. That's smashing. And I've got the fucking chat up on my phone for once without doing it in the middle of the stream. Look how good I am. Yeah, everyone can see everything. I seem to be heard okay. If anything gets too loud or anything, just fucking spam the chat and I'll sort it out. Yeah, let's get this fucking going then. So we can come out of this. That would be nice. Can I come out of this? There we go. Right. We'll go new game. That would be an idea. I suppose I'll just call myself Moocake. Right, that's an interesting start. It's a background I didn't expect to see this evening. This could take a while to load. My laptop's dog shit. Message redacted in the fucking live chat. How ominous. Right, Oh god, do I have to read all this shit? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is a peaceful and serene place. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day. Okay, that can please shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. What a fucking name. Your mind begins to wander. I'm sure it does. By the looks of my room, I appear to be some sort of teenage girl. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and your imagination is getting away from you. I don't know. Well, fuck it. I'll take it seriously. Why not? I'm in for a penny and all that. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your checklist. Teeth, brushed, hair combed, pits, deodorant. I didn't need to know that. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy. Are we going to address it by its full title? For the whole way through. Weird question, but do you even like KFC? Personally, I can't stand chicken. No, I quite like KFC. I don't know what you mean by biscuits. I assume that's like American for cookies or something, or crackers. I don't fucking know. But I personally quite like KFC. Sorry to tell you. I like their tea. Does KFC do tea? I wouldn't fucking know. I don't drink tea, to be fair. Anyway, onwards with Academy of Learning, etc. Here comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. Well, I'll be the fucking judge of that. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Again, I'll be the fucking judge of that. Good morning, Moocake. Are you excited for your first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I'm sure excited, a little nervous, okay, a lot of nervous. But when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What the fuck is this? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to very high standards. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you are the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the university, I'm not saying the full name, famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Hold on, 3-day semesters? That makes no logical sense. How much are they charging for this? I appreciate this makes no sense. This is just a stupid game about dating Colonel Sanders of all things. But, you know, surely their tuition fees must be like 50 quid tops. How do they stay open? A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped her tooth practicing on a mannequin. Pep talk your best friend. I'm changing the subject. It's hard to see Miriam full stop, to be honest. All summer you've been hearing rumours about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but I'm glad I finally got to catch the live stream. Welcome, I am Sangi. I hope I'm saying that right, but I recognise your weird Illuminati fucking profile picture from comments, so you're welcome anyway. That's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. What about this mystery student we read all about? Any news? Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. He has powers, they say, ever since he was born from an egg. An egg like a chicken, don't be rude. Well, at least I'm talking sense for once in this fucking game. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumours I've heard. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. This motherfucker's got it going for him. They haven't even seen him yet and they're already gushing. Jesus, some fuckers have all the luck. You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Ugh. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands. Well, that's a bit rude. It's Ashley, your arch rival. What the fuck is this, Pokemon? What is Jesus wept. She's totally evil, but you can't help be filled with jealousy. She'll get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Moocake shins alone. They're perfectly normal. They are normal shins, thank you. Only today I washed them in the shower. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. Sorry to any Ashleys that might be watching. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, and she's had to add extra letters to make her feel better than everyone. No comment, anyway. If anyone here knows what a perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Yeah, well said, me. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Is he a Neanderthal? Well, he's stopped looking at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes when he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? Ashley's thighs are a second character in this. And someone's gushing about the boob window, of course someone is. This Jesus Christ. That's not school-approved uniform for sure. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you. I think the board of directors would be insulted with this kind of attire. This man, as well, he's not even wearing a full shirt. Like, what's he done? Chopped the bits off? What's that for? Like, fucking ventilation? Just take your jacket off like a normal human being. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. What a coincidence. What the fuck is his hair? I've just noted his hair. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised you get touched with a 10-foot piss-covered pole. I can't believe that long-named university would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? They think, oh, for fuck's sake. Or maybe just hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's no time to properly yell at these two, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psst, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. This is wrong. There's something very wrong here. Yeah, I think... My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. His name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. What is he, like... an infiltrator or something? Is he like a fucking spy? Just a very delusional delinquent one? With a juice box? Hi Pop, I'm Moocake. Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me or is he kind of cute? No, Miriam, he's a 6-year-old child. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of class. Adorable. Is Doge going to teach us how to cook? I do vaguely remember this now, actually, but it still stuns me nonetheless. A fucking canine is going to teach us culinary arts. Now, for fuck's sake, his name is Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone, says Oh, for God's sake. Never mind. Anyway, who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CAO of... Finally, they fucking shortened it. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. Well, providing it's toilet trained, if it shits on the floor, I'm going home. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you. A swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air in the classroom. I'm chilly, someone closed the window, and then he walks in. Look at him. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's my favourite student, Harland. Well, I thought I thought teachers rather weren't supposed to be favouristic. I thought that's one of the main points. You give every kid in the classroom a chat. There's some serious problems with this school. For a start, they've got favouristic teachers. But as well, they've hired a fucking dog. What do they pay it in? Fucking treats? Have a bone? Colonel Sanders interrupts Professor Dog before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. He's not fucking humble at all, is he? Jesus Christ. Oh, he's so dreamy. Yeah, heart face. It's him. Let's go. The man. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's doing the same thing to you. He's spewing some sort of gas that makes people like him. They pay him in bones of past employees. I like that. That's headcanon for me now. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweatsalot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Fawcett Pitts melts into a puddle. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with you and your really weird insult? Yeah, you take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about your deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Oh, I did something good. Apparently my consequences have actions in this game. I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to have even that level of nuance. I've played a lot of horrendous games for this channel. And I'm not saying this one will be one. It's certainly not my thing. In that I don't play Data Eaters. Anyway, Professor Dog steps into the class. Professor Dog settles in to step the class down. Apparently I forgot how to read there for a second. And set some ground rules. Welcome to the University blah blah blah, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. Did Gordon Ramsay come here? Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There may even really be adorable tiny food. And when all of this is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the room and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognise me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, he's not loved. Actually, to be fair, I once had this experience as well. Brief tangent, but I'd finished my undergrad degree, and I went back to do my master's about 6 months later. Admittedly, I finished my undergrad in COVID and did my master's in COVID as well. But I met this professor, or this lecturer rather anyway, and I'd done loads of lectures with him. And when I started my master's, he didn't fucking recognise me. He asked for my name, and I was like, you bastard. I attended your Viking archaeology lectures, and this is how you repay me? You bastard. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across. Who the fuck is Clank? You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Looks like the robot from Wallace and Gromit. I'm not sure if anyone's seen it. A Grand Day Out, Wallace and Gromit. There's a fucking robot on the moon. It's not as daft as it sounds, actually. Give it a watch. It's dafter. The class bursts into laughter, and rightly so. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need multivitamin. Jesus Christ. Is this a dog or you've never heard a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. Chicken snack, rubber ball. I'm going to say beef. Beef is what I would want. Beef? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. Wait, what? What the fuck? Seriously? Well, that's a bit of a shock. I'll try chicken then, I guess. Or a rubber ball. I didn't realise you could actually die in this game. Oh well. Let that be a lesson to me, I suppose. Gordon Ramsay dating Sim Wen. Gordon Ramsay better than the Colonel. They should fight. He didn't deserve you for real, for real. Well said, sir. Or ma'am, or whatever you may be. Damn right. Oh, for God's sake, do I have to go through all this again? Right, I'm not bothering. I'm just going to fucking jump through. Blah-de blah-de blah. Blah-de blah. Blah-de blah-de fucking blah. Right, well, there's a motivation not to fuck this up again. Right, we're nearly there because the stupid robot's back. Right, I don't know now. Chicken snack or rubber ball? It's got me doubting myself. Why not a rubber ball? The thrill passes. Okay, well at least I passed. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. There's still a sit here. Sit by best friend, sit by Colonel Sanders. Well, fuck that, I'm going to sit by Colonel Sanders. My best friend is weird, and the whole purpose of this game is for me to get pipe with Colonel Sanders. That's my entire objective, to get laid by Colonel Sanders. When it appears he's bought no book, pens or pencils, however, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Why have they got a hard hypotenuse try? Anyway, I only have 2 rules. Do all that you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way that you ever get the feeling of accomplishing doing so. I imagine this is one of KFC's mantras or something. You're playing the KFC game. The fact that you didn't pick chicken treat is a betrayal. That's a very, very valid point, actually. I didn't think of that. Bollocks. Okay, well, that's a lesson. Bro, this is KFC, they only eat chicken, bro, true. I don't know about you, but this feels like those biased quizzes from your pickup artist video. Oh, you've been watching older videos, fair play to you. You've either been around or you've been doing some scrolling, but yeah. I've forgotten about that video. It's quite a good video, I think, if I will wank myself off. Anyway, that's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Oh, here we go. Yay, a quiz about me. Fuck's sake. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Well, I don't know if it's life. Like they said earlier, it's a 3-day semester, and the economics and the logic of that still baffle me, by the way. I'm not done with that. Anyway, moving on. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. Train A is travelling to point B and train B is travelling to point A. How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Well, this seems alright. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather? Well, this isn't too difficult. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer. Well, that's not a utensil, so never mind. That doesn't even seem efficient at all. I'm going to go with spork. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Well, I'm going to guess it's not camel meat somehow. I'm going to say that one. Okay, there we go. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches a culinary... Well, of course, he's just got to flatter himself. Your total score is 5 out of 5. Well, look at me fucking go. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? Genuinely, I didn't. It just seems that this quiz is fucking obvious. You look up to see that Colonel Obvious, I was about to say there. Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Yeah, that's alright. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Thanks, babes. No. That's a bad phrase. No. Anyway, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement again. Time for lunch. Very good. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room that tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone can have your blah 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 blah. Is this about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologise for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Okay. Dick move there, Colonel Sanders, but apparently I fancy the shit out of you, so I'll let you off. Hey, I was... It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shush. In honour of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumours true? Colonel Sanders lists a large... Of course, it's fucking KFC. Yeah, here we go. Piled high are huge chicken pieces. The aroma envelops you... with chicken. What a novel concept. Jesus Christ. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure the KFC Twitter page, or it's, you know, it's various social medias anyway, it only follows like the Spice Girls and like 7 pages to do with herbs or something like that. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can, but that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Sure. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting up the last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone's laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today something smelled beautiful. I know that at that moment only the hands of a true bloody hell. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she glides close to Colonel Sanders. She realises that he is destined for greatness and fame. She wants him all for himself. Oh please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes go wide, blah blah blah. He's probably fucking mesmerised. Look at those forearms, sucker. Yeah, I'm with you. Colonel is the sexy bully who's still in school despite being 60. Well, you never know. He might just have white hair. Acing the test, perfect score. Thank you very much. I'm a fucking resident SWAT. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one piece of the fried chicken out of the bucket and sink your teeth in. It's amazing. Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Along with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. You focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavour. Savour the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I think I remember doing Swim Towards the Light when I last played this, and I'm pretty sure it killed me. And if killing me has taught me one thing, it involves a lot of skipping shit again. So I'm going to go for this simpy one, because, again, the whole objective of this game is to be piped by Colonel Sanders. What a guy! Alone with the flavours, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavour, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. He smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha 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 ha. How bold of you to come and ask. It's an idea I had a new combination of flavours. He suddenly got a staff. I wish I could conjure a staff from nowhere. I would make great use of that. I had an idea for a new combination of flavours that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open the chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Well, Toku17, who said Colonel Sanders is still in school despite being 60. Have you considered that maybe this is his backstory? Ignore the fact that it says established 2015 over there in the Stewart cafeteria. This is probably his origin story. That's somehow said in 2015. Anyway, it's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel Sanders. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways and makes sure you're truly alone, then he leans in. You feel his warm breath. Just one ingredient. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Oh, very good. Redacted? Wow, you'd have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. It's like plutonium or something. Human feces. While you're wrapped in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in that cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again, howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark upon the... I don't give a shit about this guy wanking himself off. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength, wow him with a big idea to add additional ingredients to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful, I'm going to go with that. I really enjoyed the food, now you've got its attention. The flavours were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savouring and peppery was perfect. Sanders is an SPC, cane out of nowhere. He has a cane too, that's what I was thinking, Sunstar. Transcendent KFC. Yeah, I think my chat disagrees with my character's description of your chicken there, I'm afraid. I appreciate the compliment, Moocake. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Oh, we're destined for each other. Look at him and his weird fucking goatee. We should head back inside, the next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Okay, blah-de-blah-de-blah, we have to show our stuff. You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses if the crowd are fan. Blah blah blah. Anyway, welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair up. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Oh god, a team of two that make. Yeah, okay. Want to be my partner? Sure, Moocake. I'll prepare the situation. Without you as a partner, Miriam is standing alone. Two different students typically take notice. Excuse me, I have a cough. I'm not okay. I have to pick for Miriam. I'm going to pick... I think it's probably logical to pick the robot. This guy doesn't seem like he can even change his own diapers. I assume he wears diapers. Nappies, actually. I'm not going to pander to Americans. They're called fucking nappies. He looks like he shits in them. He looks like he needs help changing them. So I'm going to choose the robot. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, anyway. Blah. Tissue, I hardly know you. Someone's told me to pick Clank in the chat, so I'm glad to see I'm clairvoyant. Clank judders and blah 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 blah. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Oh goody. Alright you two, so for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fight. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest, partner, Colonel Sanders? Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Steak tartare seems early enough and it's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. They said something simple though, so I'm going to say mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh yeah, and actually, KFC likes its fucking gravy, doesn't it? I think I've done the right thing here. No, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Okay, this one is a bit fucking weird. Why is Clank supposed to be a reference to Wait, is Clank supposed to be a reference to Ratchet and Clank? I don't know, but I sincerely hope that's true now that I've read it. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? I think we're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Yeah, fuck off, Ashley. With your weird fucking cleavage showing out and your stupid hair. And your weird eyes. And your degenerative looking fucking name. I mean, how many... Why? That's a bit overkill. And you've got chicken legs on your fucking... You're a bit of a weirdo, to be honest. You've got nothing. Sanders' heart is my business, rather. You better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No cheese, Van Van. Although I do quite like this music. Oh, howdy there, Ashley Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Ashley, it looks like Moocake was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe we could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders. I don't like this music. It makes it very difficult to concentrate on reading. Jesus Christ. Get bent, Ashley. Well said. Nothing about that makes any sense, but one thing she's clear. She's coming for Colonel Sanders. Ashley's really going hard. You need some backup here. I'm going to turn to Colonel Sanders. I've complimented you. You should back me up at this point. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects fair agreement, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Moocake as my partner for this activity, and I stand by. Get fucked, Ashley. Get fucked. Based on your team's behaviour, I say you're perfect for each other. That's a bit of a backhanded roast. Neither of you has Moocake's natural talent or their loyalty. Get wrecked. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Those darn cute corgis in their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise that in your station you forgot your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed all the boiled potatoes in a perfectly crashed texture, with plenty of butter and... okay, I've just cooked, basically. I know just what to do. He extends his hand, he's holding a beautiful white porcelain grate. Where the fuck did he get that from? I'm just so glad that the music has stopped. Oh, thank fuck for that. This is Onision quality music. Well said, sir. Well fucking said. Fight theme on KFC dating sim. Well, it's not a date without a fight, is it, fellas? Am I right? Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. That's quite sweet. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for a small moment, all of the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock, the moment is electric, and time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes, and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and with... oh, not the music again. You fling the sporkful of mashed potato right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potato and gravy and realises that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold it right there, Moocake. We do not waste food at the Broom Cooking Arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful... oh dear. Oh dear. Oh wow. Oh god. The student rushes at Van and swipes for a bite of his signature dish. No, please don't. Something about that dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. It may have turned into the process. The result could be toxic. Too late, it's been eaten. I think something was left in the oven. I don't even feel good. What the fuck? When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of a tentacle being slurped into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his obvious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moment. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against all poisons of all kinds, rather. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello, I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through with that. Please let me walk you home. What, like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken... oh, fuck me. I don't like this romance bullshit. Sometimes having so many characters on the screen make the different art styles used so more obvious. Right, anyway, at night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realise I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Moocake? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right... Oh, for fuck's sake, it's this mongoloid again. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And ever since that day, I've been working towards that dream day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our heart, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up. I'm the one... Blah-de-blah-de-blah. This guy's just... And his hair changes as well, I've just noticed that. How very hilarious. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We need to talk about me. I'm the hero. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it... What the fuck? Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? He's rhyming on purpose. But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Oh my god, it actually is Pokemon! Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Oh dear. Oh no, I've taken a... I'll attack again. Go, go. Spork Monster won't forget this. Oh my god, okay. Focus their mass mind and draws energy from the Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'm gonna fucking attack it. Which attack will you use? I'll cook with fucking love, my friend. I'm not gonna back down from you. You're literally mashed potato. Sport Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. He goes on the attack once again. Oh no, I take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Fuck you, I'm going to attack you. Oh wait, hold on, Colonel Sanders has stepped in. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here, and he's got his staff again. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh wow. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare the wretched beast, I will say. You manage to tamp down in your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realise that it's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves pity, not wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. I have a feeling he's going to be back tomorrow based on that attitude. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. That's good. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. With a golden chicken on the cover. That looks a bit demonic. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Borko. That name seems strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding a mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your bizarre battle buzz, you realise that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. Oh, God. This is all dream logic. What the fuck is happening, says Brandy. And I'm dead. I'm fucking with you. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh, that's very nice. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Right, okay. I'm going to take a little break there. Can I pause this? Or yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm going to take a quick break here, just because I want to stop fucking reading for a few minutes, and I think I might have a quick piss as well. But yeah, any questions, queries, comments, suggestions, anything like that, chuck it in the chat now. We'll have a bit of an old conversation before I go away for a piss. Galactic Chicken. Oh yeah, the fucking poster. And then the other fucking one, it looks like some sort of BTS One Direction-esque band. Yeah, well, so far, I think this is about where I got up to at the end of the video I did a couple of years ago on this game. I think I only did the first day. I had an idea in my head that I'd do 3 parts, but look how that went. But yeah, so I think from here I'm in the blind. I did remember bits and bobs from that. Not immediately, but just kind of when they happened, rather. It was like, oh shit, yeah, like the mashed potato monster and stuff like that. It's a very weird game, this. It's funny, it's heaped with irony, but it's very, very odd at the same time. I am enjoying it overall, to answer you enjoying this as a question. It does still make me feel a bit uncomfortable, but that's just because I don't really like dating simulators. I just think they're a bit cringy. And this one is no exception, even if it is ironic. But no, it's a funny-ass game in its own way, to be fair. And to be honest, I've played much, much fucking worse over the course of this channel. Typically, I play a shitty horror game every Halloween, like a really, really bad one. And this year just gone, 2023, I was going to do it, despite how shit my upload process was, or upload schedule in 2023 was. I was going to do it, and I sat down a few days before, and I went through 5 different Steam games. Each of them cost about, £1. Not much, to be fair, but, still. And I went through 5 of them, and none of them worked properly. Some of them wouldn't record, some of them wouldn't even load. It was just a nightmare, and in the end, I rage quit and didn't do it. So, hopefully, I'll come back to it this year again. Are you going to do the whole game today or later? No. I'll do it in this fucking stream. I'll do the whole thing. It's not that long of a game. I had a quick look before I started it. And by the looks of things, you can usually do it in a couple of hours or so, by the looks of it. So, based on the fact that I'll probably have a break at the end of every day, and I might be a bit slower just based on the fact that I'm a fucking moron. But yeah, we'll probably have this wrapped up, the whole thing, by the end of the stream, yeah. What are your thoughts on MatPat leaving or other YouTubers leaving? I haven't actually seen much on MatPat's departure, to be perfectly honest with you. The only thing I've seen is that he's leaving. I haven't really watched his video about it, so I don't really know any of his motivations. I don't know if he's just getting tired of it. I wouldn't blame him. His content has been demented and memed all over for it over the last odd few years. But yeah, I mean, he was an interesting character, I suppose. I'm not sure if he'll be fully gone. He might come back in a kind of podcasty sort of fashion. Kind of lower stakes, easier to make content. Because to be fair, he does seem to put quite a lot of effort into his videos, even if some of them are a bit weird and far-fetched. He does seem to put some effort into it. And yeah, I remember watching him like in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, and when I was a kid, and I'm really liking his shit. He had a fucking field day when Five Nights at Freddy's came around. That's what kind of tuned me back into him. MatPat will be on live streams. Okay, so he's not gone for good then. That's good to know. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, to be fair. That's kind of. I mean, the weird thing is YouTube is only it's not even 20 years old yet. It'll be 19 years old in May. So YouTube's legal. But yeah, like we don't really know how the career of a YouTuber will play out. Like with a footballer, they might retire, become a coach, or just do a load of fucking perfume brands or something, They clearly don't do the same thing for the rest of their life. They move on in stages, throughout their career as they get older. And it'll be interesting to see if YouTubers do the same thing. I think we've already seen the beginnings of it. Lots of creators now, once they start making a bit of bulk off their content, they start kind of outsourcing editing and stuff like that. Others don't, to be fair. I don't think I would. But yeah, that could be a start. Maybe people, obviously as well, if you can afford to get it done and you don't particularly like doing it, why not? But yeah, maybe the next step from there is, you move on to a different form of you retire from fully making videos and just kind of do a show or a podcast. I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Glad he managed to be in the FNAF movie. Did he get to be in the FNAF movie? That doesn't surprise me. There'll be a nuclear explosion when AVGN retires. Yeah, well, I wait for that day with bated breath. The fact that this game exists is the funniest thing about it. Yeah, I know. And it's fully endorsed by KFC. Apparently they made it. Or at least, approved of it anyway. So that's fucked in itself. You're on the road to 10k. Yes, I am. I'm only about 50 subscribers away, says my YouTube studio which is the app that you use to check YouTube stats. You can download it on your phone. But yeah, it's about 50 away the last I checked, which is fucking mind-boggling, to be honest. I didn't expect to ever reach this far. I know everybody says that's very cliche, but I've had this channel for 8 years now, and it finally seems that I might just get to 10,000. So thank you very much for that. I'll do something to commemorate the occasion, of course, but I'll be honest, I've got no ideas in my head. So any suggestions, please chuck them my way. What else was I going to say? I had something else to say there, and it's just gone from my head now. Oh yeah, that was it. I've heard it from various sources that apparently the first 10,000 subscribers is the hardest. I don't know if I fully believe that. It would be very nice if it's true, but I'm a realistic sort of guy. But hey, I won't say no if it gets easier from here anyway. But yeah, I'm going to make you play Squirrel Stapler. Hello Shelby Shock, welcome back to the chat. Shelby Shock has been watching my streams for years. She's bought me various games. I still have to play One Shot for her. I promised to do it about 4 years ago now. I might make that the next stream. Maybe I'll play Squirrel Stapler as well. To be fair, I probably owe you one at this point. 10k special if that happens. Yeah, I'll put a shitload of lore in there. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. I might not be able to make it straight away, of course. I might be a bit higher than 10,000 by the time it comes out, but don't you worry, there'll be something to thank you all for it, etc. Right, okay, I'm going to go and take a quick piss. I hopefully won't be longer than 5 minutes. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll see if I can put you some groovy tunes on while I'm away. Something from all the music at the start of the stream. I don't know if anybody was there for the countdown and shit. I've made all that, by the way. It's all on my YouTube channel if you fancy listening to it. And it's easy to play on your streams because it won't get copyright striked, obviously. But as well, it gives yourself a bit of a fucking shout out, I suppose, in a wankerish sort of way. So let me find you something half decent that I've created. That sounds so fucking pretentious, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. Right, where the fuck is my music? Why can't I use my own fucking computer? What shall we play? I'd say 100k is peak for content. Above that, the channel loses its vibe. Not necessarily. Filthy Frank never ever lost its vibe right until the end. And, well, I hope that I wouldn't either, to be honest. Or maybe it changes, but hopefully in a positive way, I don't know. Why the fuck won't my music work? This is just... My computer's dying, to be fair. And missing several keys on the keyboard as well, I've just noticed. Right, what shall we play? Right, okay. I will be back in about 5-6 minutes anyway. But yeah, I'll stick you on some tunes. See you in a moment. Right, hello, we're back. Hello. Sorry about that. I've realised every time I mute my mic, I have to unplug it and plug it back in to make myself heard again, which is wonderful, isn't it? The miracles of fucking modern technology, eh? So I think I'll just turn it down manually from now on, the good old-fashioned way. Anyway, let's get back into it. Welcome back to the old stream. Give me a quick 1 in the chat if the sound volumes are all good compared to my voice. I'll crack on in the meantime. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Oh yeah, we read this. And then there was that secret ingredient. Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Wow, very self-confident. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about your encounter with the spork monster, she launches into her own story. Oh, I know this might sound strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like, oh my god. I'm getting some 1s and I've had a 69. Thank you, Shelby Shock, as always. That's good. Good shit. So she fancies a robot. I don't know what that is, but surely just getting a vibrator would be much easier. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him, like him. Well, we got talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He taught me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid at his high school? No, but that does make sense. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom school at the school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that... This man's insane. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best to slow down with your new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the fucking long university. You're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. That you're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea to prove how your love is real. Oh dear. Well, if he's not into me, he did tell me one of his secret ingredients. Your bestie's eyes like that. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me at the botanical garden where I was wondering, this can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petal, and that if I did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very, very strange feeling came over me, like the flavour wasn't like anything I tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever, anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. I'm going to make up a fake ingredient. Well, at least I lied about it then, if she's immediately texting other people by the looks of things. Yeah, that's a good one. I did well there. It's Colonel Sanders. What the fuck? It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. I'll run to him. Would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Moocake, I'm here to deliver you. Not this guy. It is important to remember that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. So you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save you. My name is... Oh dear. Yo, Jesus! He's roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Oh well. Maybe he shouldn't be right. Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. The horse has beautiful shoes. I couldn't really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's so nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, probably with a fucking gash wound in my head. Why horse? I don't know, that's a very good question. First cane and now a horse. Yeah, this guy's fucking weird. You see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you must know it's really bad. Like counterfeiting bad recipes, experimenting with restricted ingredients. Oh dear. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Tell them to stop acting immature. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary school. It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, but you instantly recognise it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night at the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking... Oh, they stole my fucking book, the assholes. What complete dickheads. Well, you'll notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you muppet of malts. You bucket of bolts, even. You want blah 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 blah. Do I get a chance to try and snatch the book or not? I've never heard such language, not even from a mixer. No, your mother was a standard. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over. I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelash at Colonel Sanders. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to the signal of a true start of the class. He's panting, which doesn't seem abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologise for my arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're all ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Sorry, I get a little worked up if people have to pet me before I've had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. Sprinkles stops in his tracks, and he sniffs the air around you. Something in him. It's a trance. It's a scent on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy! Auftufen! Oh, I forgot I could do German. The command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles begins to regain control of the classroom. I wonder if Colonel Sanders is secretly in charge or something. Is there going to be like a big fucking plot twist? So where's the teacher reprimanding her about her OnlyFans-esque skirt? I'm with you. Maybe the dog... Well, actually, to be fair, the dog could see well up it. Surely he'd know better. Without further ado, we'll reveal the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Moocake? Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sell? A dog biscuit? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your rape magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. What the fuck? I got a second chance because I spared the spork monster? I'll try the shimmering pepper. Oh dear. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death. All you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill, cough. The prophecy, cough, cough. You must. Jesus Christ, I should have just gone for the water. That's ridiculous. Oh well, never mind. This is very, very weird. I agree with you, Sounder Lonely. Your rivals make a dramatic entrance. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Fuck it, why not? Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Moocake. I'll be watching your performance. Right, well, this is a chance to knock the socks off. Oh shit, okay. Timer ready. What do we have to do? What do I do? The hard way builds solidly the foundation of confidence. I don't understand what I've got to do. And that's the original quote by me, in case I don't care about your quote, Colonel Sanders. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. Oh, fuck off, Ashley. With your weird skirt. Why are you holding a chain? Oh, you're holding a knife with a chain on it. That's really cool. You had his chicken. You made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. 100 degrees Celsius. But how? Yeah, okay. When it gets... Okay, blah, blah, blah. You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. It's 11, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This is very intense. This music, fuck me. Now that you've got some basic steps, what state of mind offers the most flavour? Gratitude? Yeah, surely. The classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. If you were a child, your father told you... When you were a child, your father told you, never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. So where does it come from? Okay, I don't know how I got this right. What's the sound of success? Silent... Shit. Bollocks. Okay, never mind. I believe in you, Moocake. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you feel totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. Oh, shit. Shit! You're stranded... Oh. Which do you take? What a hunk. Oh, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is... Oh, I've lost it now. And it's not even my fault. It's the mechanics of this game. To make up time, you toss disc about... Oh, God. Yikes. And sacrificing the personal touch. Oh, dear. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue the dough before... Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Have I screwed my hand? No, it wouldn't be... You see that Sprinkles begins to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. I skip straight to dessert. Oh dear. So she's cooked something magnificent. Oh dear. So she's got Colonel Sanders. I've fucked up now, haven't I? Oh shit. The goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I went into a bit of a trance there. I'm just baffled by what the fuck this game is. Okay, so I was wondering if I was going to die, basically. That's kind of when I went silent. I assumed that since I've mangled my fucking hand, I've lost. This is fucking intense. Rage mode on. What just happened? Very good question. I don't know, that felt like a fever dream, to be fair, to be honest. Oh dear, I might be here longer than I thought. I wish I'd told them to fuck off now. Although, they probably made me do it anyway, to be honest. Well, let's see what... Oh, shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. I actually didn't even mean to press that. Oh, well, we'll give it another go then. Right, come on then. Come on then. 100 degrees. 11. Gratitude, I said, didn't I? That one. Oh, shit. No, I've done it again. Oh, fuck. Can I not go back? Come on, come on. You can... Is there not a way out of this? Oh, I fucked it again. Never mind. Oh, well. Can I just... Oh, that's quite helpful. Didn't even think to try that, did I? Internalize the rage you feel. Does that save me? Oh, it does. Shit. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you discreetly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mix of that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked on other paths, and I've arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed at it. As an obstetrician, I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight, and I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived, for a while anyhow. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. Oh, he has to remember that every failure can be a step... one has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by threatening, shadowy presence. Oh no, it's the spork monster. Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you really wouldn't want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologise. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulders. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologise for the way I switched right back into attack mode. I know you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magical spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magical spellbook? Fucking hell, what's going on here? Is that the fucking chicken book that I found yesterday that my rival stole off me? Right, precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I'd lost it. If you could find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. And shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad crooks in the kitchen of life, Moocake. Together you and I, I'm sure we'll defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss a personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. That right there is a better apology than most YouTubers combined. I assume you're talking about the spork monster, but yes, you're fucking right. Well said, that's very, very funny. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you've been living such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop something. Have you been working on any recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something, it's just a little side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as you start to wonder what the dish might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Reveal it. Fuck it. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head of it. I present it to you. My original coleslaw. Oh, here we go. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until a streamful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but it seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in a moment. This guy's fucking odd. Alright, it's late. Good night, fellas. Take it steady, Toku. Thank you for joining. You realise that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room there are various items you could look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotion. Let's have a quick look. Let's look at the pictures then first. So that's him as a child. Okay. Okay, anyway. Come on. Colonel Sanders in Egypt, by the looks of things. Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheered. That's very odd. There's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Well, there's a chicken statue. I did want to look at this. This true state bird of great state Kentucky. Well, I'll have a look at this. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. Can chicken be prepared? Okay, well, that's very odd. I suppose the only thing... Actually, no. I want to check everything, to be fair. I'm one of those people. He's got a scented candle. I don't actually care about that. I don't know why I'm bothering. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the coat. Upon further inspection, you realise that the hair within isn't just silver in colour, it's actually made of spun silver. The view's very nice. Oh, are you thinking about heading onto the world on the quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even heard your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. For the fuck's sake! It's an urn. Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. Well, I suppose the only thing left then is this ominous door. Oh, wow. Oh. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oops, I got caught. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You confess. I think I developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Oh shit! I'm in there now. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of the emotion breakthrough makes you stop. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Moocake. I honestly think maybe this is the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk later into the mic and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Have I completed day 2? I think I've completed day 2. Yep, I've completed day 2. Right. How long have we been going for out of interest? Just under 2 hours. Although actually, to be fair, I started the stream at past, and then there was a 30-minute countdown. So by that logic, yeah, we've done quite well then, to be fair. So we've played for about an hour and a half. So that's pretty good, to be fair. That's pretty good. We've done some pretty solid progress there. This might be sped up quicker than I expected, to be fair. I was anticipating this taking maybe... Although, to be fair, if it's a 2-hour-long game, maybe. So maybe we'll get to around 3-ish hours. But it's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed. I don't really need a break, to be honest. I might just grab a quick drink. My throat's fucking parched from reading. Throw some shit in the chat quickly if you want. I'm just going to sort myself a packet of crisps and a fucking drink for the last bit of the stream. Hope you're enjoying. We're going to be doing one of these a month now, every month. So 1 stream a month, and I'm hoping to get 2 videos out as well, is my plan. So kind of 2 shorter ones or 1 longer one. So yeah, I hope that's a decent enough fucking schedule. We'll see how it goes anyway. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. It's been a wild ride, but a fun one. Yeah, wild. It's been fucking wild, alright. What have we fucking got? I've got ready salted crisps. It's like ASMR now. And I've got rip-off Coca-Cola from my local Aldi. What more would you want in life? I ask you. Maybe a lottery winning ticket, but there we are. That looks alright to me. There we go. Oh, well, this is going well. I must say I've missed doing this, and it's been fun. Excuse me while I open my crisps. I don't know how loud that is, I do apologise if it's awful. Moocake ASMR, eating fucking ready salted crisps. I think I will be heading out, a bit late for me. Glad I got to catch a bit of a stream, this was fun. Thank you very much for joining in. The stream will be uploaded onto the YouTube channel once it's finished. So feel free to give it a watch back when you can. There's a big playlist full of all my live streams, you can find it on the homepage. But yeah, thank you for joining. Let's crack on though, on that note, I think. I'm going to slowly pick at these fucking crisps. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you learned about. So I know 2 of them now. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Of course it's chicken. There's a chicken drumstick for breakfast. Apparently every time I eat this man's food, I'm taken on some sort of journey. When I return from it, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. I'll flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes. He gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you find is to run out the door and go home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Oh, it's always about you. Did you fuck the robot? Tell me, did you fuck the robot? I've been desperate to talk to you about it, and I couldn't find you. I got worried something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can actually get you up to speed. Miriam. What the fuck? I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered with Crank, he asked me to go out with him. I, of course, told him you better keep your girls turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time to getting to know me. So yeah, sure. I get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiralled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much for her to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders succession and focus on school. What the fuck? Wow. Is that a poorly structured argument for the sake of plot? I wonder. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. What's a swirly? Oh no. I'll order you one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles. Oh, for fuck's sake. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Go me, sticking up for the weak. Weird game but fun live stream. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is a horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Moocake, suggesting I pick on a defenceless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer action makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking with that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives. Just as it appears things are close to boiling over, a naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Moocake, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. On. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard, says Ashley. Because Ashley's a prick. She's a plotless, one-dimensional character who is designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to be hated by the player of this game. You've achieved your purpose. I hate you. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. Well done, Colonel Sanders. What is he complimenting her? Uh-oh. Sorry, these ready salted crisps are really fucking good. But what about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Oof. Excuse me, Moocake. I am more than capable of speaking for myself. Maybe you should tell more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Moocake. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Wow, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying about. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if they weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page to covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, as it says around the edges of the pages. I could use a spell here that will erase anyone if... I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me better to focus on the upcoming final exam. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Don't know if casting spells would be anything like, I don't know, smoking drugs before a fucking exam, but, you know, both sound like a very bad idea. Don't do it. I feel something of a dog's moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up as he begins to breathe quickly. I'm going to wait to see what happens. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles even turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terence, I told you never to come back here, Terence. I will destroy you. Sprinkles is barking for... I don't understand this. The squirrel looks over, but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel who is named Terence? Sip of Coke. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his pretense has been felt, not only by Terence, but by any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologise for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Moocake, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Oh dear. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Oh dear. But no, you have to show up to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. This is probably a Pokemon reference or something, isn't it? Jesse and James. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know, fuck's sake. Yeah, well, this doesn't make a great date. Oh dear. Then take Joan and Jeff with you, and you can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or cliff or whatever, all I care. Oh. Clank begins to shudder. Oh no. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Remember, kids, don't do drugs or the dark arts. No, don't do drugs, kids. Just give them to me. Anyway, we mustn't be distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on that title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think ahead about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could you embarrass me like that in class, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is oh, whatever the fuck. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a big ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else will want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clamp or anyone else you met today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anywho. Miriam gives you a big hug. Well done, me. Anyway, let's fuck off. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will. Oh shit, sorry, I just accidentally exited out of the game. Sorry. A test of courage, a test of talent. A chance to beat the pants off Van the supposed man, and his evil counterpart Ashley. And as planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Moocake's famous chicken pot pie. Sounds pretty fucking banging, to be fair. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Moocake, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualising success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and slowly spilling space around you. That's too bad. I'm hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry. It cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking... The oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm doing a bit more than visualising. I know, my nose can smell that pot pie for 400 yards. It's not a specific distance, but you'd expect nothing more from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie from just the smell, not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth! Wow, look at that. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, except the cook with everything you've got. Right. I assume this is my test for the day then. The cook of a lifetime. I'm going to have a swig of Coke before I begin. So I'm doing mac and cheese and the pot pie. Right, okay. Miriam has her gigantic magnifying glass. Okay. That's very odd. Seems to be harnessing his 11,000 spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts to be a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What the fuck? Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty bitty pot of broth. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Even Clank gets on it. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold? We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the... What the fuck? You notice Ashley has a spellbook out. Is she going to use some dork magic to turn the tide? You've got the book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. No, because that way Colonel Sanders will love me for it. That's what this game's about. As Sunstar said, don't do drugs, and don't do dark magic. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. You see? I believe in you, Moocake. Miriam notices too. Oh, there we go. You see, I've made the right decision here. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm already done. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the secret ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? Oh shit. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. We Spork Monsters are many. I think Porker had the day off. But you have alright conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. I'd say... What the fuck is this? Steve the Spork Mode. Oh wow, I've got a helping hand now. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should watch from the stands. I really need to focus. He takes the hint. Okay, never mind. What the fuck? Well, I can't just give out, can I? And there's metal on. This is fucking good shit, actually. This is pretty fucking good. I might just... You can't see this, obviously, but I'm having a bit of a headbang here. This is rather good. Fuck me. Well, this makes up for all the weirdness, of course. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives. Yes, Moocake, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power... You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. Okay. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy curses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up your chicken pot by overcooked. What the fuck? I've been thinking, what the fuck? All you managed to make is mac and cheese and the time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried tender kitten you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces we can form a perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. Here we go. Class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in school history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. Jesus. Feels like 3 fucking days. But after days of hard work, the time has come up for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. I've made tender... What the fuck? That's so weird. How can you... What? My word, it's so delicate. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Would anyone else like to taste? Oh, come on, I'm not the only one. Yeah, oh well, never mind. A+. Okay, well done, Miriam. You've won. Van, you're up. Now to describe your dish. I made... What the fuck is that? Uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin smell topped with caviar. Jesus Christ. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colour type? What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkle goes in, tongue first, but all but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat it. It keeps poking my tongue. Look at me doing voices now. Disqualified. Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkle graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. Now, what's Ashley done then? Okay, so she's done some weird dessert thing. That doesn't sound too bad. Blah, 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 blah. Don't eat the food at cooking. It's a display piece. So she's cooked. Oh, she's faked it or something. I suppose you could smell it, but oh my god, the food. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms up to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and light by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, we are the finals, has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Hi, Lewis Thomas, welcome to the stream. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. This is delicious. In fact, it's so delicious that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They've all seemed to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon the mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares you have passed. Everyone has passed. That there were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better off than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. Fuck this shit. School disco, baby. The cafeteria has completely been redecorated in order to serve as a site of the school's graduation dance. Pardon me. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cosy. DJ Dog is in the house. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did when they were villains. Hence why they're dressed differently now, and she's got ever so slightly less cleavage on display. For a moment you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you all to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refers to me my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls out across the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. So the school... Right, yeah. I saw the sea urchin ditch and I was thinking, oh god, why would you do that to a sea urchin's body? Lewis Thomas, can I just say very quickly, you've got the fucking Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005 as your profile picture. That's my favourite game, top tier. Well done, you've got excellent taste. Oh no, I get it anyway. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honour of educating the son of the chat. Oh, for fuck's sake. The music at the dance floor is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. He's talking. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? Now that I have learnt the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You are blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh wow, look how casual he is. He's come prepared to feed the entire class. Oh wow, he's brought the whole thing. Coleslaw, some sort of scone looking thing, chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. It's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders, yes, Moocake. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have the doosey-doo? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tip of his fingers. Oh my god. They reach for me. Okay, for God's sake, Colonel Sanders, will you not join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef, partner both in business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. Oh my god. Well, I've won anyway. What do you say, partner? I say I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Is it? Well, there we go. I think I've won based on that. Is there anything afterwards, or does it just take me back to the start? What the fuck is that? Oh no, that was the montage at the start when I originally opened the game. Yeah, it just seems to take me there by the looks of things. Well, that was it then. I assume there's different endings to it, but fuck going through that. That, ladies and gentlemen, was I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I assume it was the fucking good ending that I got. I hope so anyway. I put some effort into this. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm not really sure if there's anything else to do now, to be honest. The game is obviously finished. That was the main highlight. I'll stay around for another like 10-15 minutes. Why not? Let the chat kind of wind down and shit. We can exit out of this anyway. Let's go. And I think that should just bring you all back to the old stream picture I had. The crossed face of Shrek and Donkey. I do rather love that, to be fair. Well, there you are then, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. I hope you enjoyed the game. Any thoughts or feelings, please stick them in the chat. That was kind of fun despite being so weird. What a game. Greatest visual novel of all time. Yeah, it was quite fun, to be fair, in its weird way. It did make me feel a bit uncomfortable again at certain points. Maybe I'm just being a pussy there. But yeah, that was pretty good fun, by all accounts. And a good one to come back to for the start of the stream. I've kind of tested the ropes a bit. We can hopefully do some longer ones now in the future and shit like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. Right when I join Steam, he's about to end. Fuck me. Don't worry, my dude. This stream will be uploaded onto the channel once it's over. As all my streams are. You can find them in a big playlist there. So it should go up immediately, to be fair. The test stream did, although that one was a bit shorter than this one. Might take a little bit of time to process, but, you know, this one's only been going for about 2.5 hours, so it shouldn't be overly long. But yeah, what else have we got? I was unfortunately doing something else, but better late than never. Yeah, well, I mean, thank you very much for joining all the same. It's been very much appreciated. We've had about 8 to 10 people over the course of the stream, like, consistently. And that's very flattering, to be honest. So thank you very much for participating and joining along. We're making it a monthly thing. It's not like on a set day every month or anything like that. I'm not that fucking organised. But obviously I'll put out word when the next one's going to be, you know, in advance and shit like that. What else we got in the chat? Anything else at all? No, it's good. It's all looking good. Actually, what am I on about? I can open the chat on my fucking computer now again because Colonel Sanders' game is over. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot easier to see. Well, there we go. This has been a right laugh. I'm looking forward to doing more of this, to be perfectly honest with you. And I hope you're looking forward to more as well. What have I got else to do? Or say, rather. Actually, I'll tell you what. To kind of finish us out on some sort of level, I suppose. I've got a new video in the works for you. I'm not sure what... I'm not sure if I'll reveal what it is yet, rather. But I'm hoping to have it out this time next week, hopefully next Saturday, unless something goes spanner in the works. So keep an eye out for that. Quick question, any updates on the whole Futuristic Hub situation since the video? No threatening emails or messages, right? I have had some messages from Futuristic Hub, I'll confirm that much. He sent me a few messages over, like... Well, I won't go into detail about it, I'm not sure I'm ready to yet. But he's spoken to me like a few times, we've had a few conversations. It's been civil. I'll say that much. So that's a positive at least. But yeah, he's been in contact. Yeah, so that's been interesting. But very good question all the same. I'm sorry that I can't answer any more. I just don't really want to at this point, to be honest. Give it a bit of time and all that sort of shit, you know. He was the weird Minecraft guy. Yeah, I made a video on him recently. He did Minecraft animations, is the long story. I'd recommend my video if you want to learn a bit more, or just fucking search him up on YouTube. I think he's still got a channel somewhere or another. But yeah, anyway, he has been in contact, is the long story. But like I said, it's been civil, so hopefully that's the end of that. So yeah, how's the old stream looking? Average view duration. Sorry, I'm not used to this new YouTube studio thing. Since I last did a live stream properly, they've completely changed the layout and everything of the live streaming page on YouTube. And to be honest, it seems to be a hell of a lot better. When I last used it, it was barely functional. So hey, I won't complain. Pretty fucking good. That's about it. We can shut down Colonel Sanders now anyway. 3.4 hours total played. I'm going to install I'm going to uninstall rather the shit out of this. There we go then. I think that's free on Steam as well, if I remember rightly. I've had it just in the background of my Steam folder for absolutely ages. So yeah, I think it's free if you want to give it a go yourself. Like I'm pretty sure there's different endings. I don't know if you use the spell book or something. Technically, all the game overs. Oh, we've got a donation. My God. $2 from Sounder Lonely. No, I'm reading that right. Sorry. It's getting late and my glasses are wearing off. Great live stream, Moocake. Thank you very much for your donation. That's incredibly generous. Much appreciated. And thank you everyone for tuning in as well, of course. It's been good fun. I very much enjoyed it. I'm already looking forward to the next one, to be honest. But yeah, and we'll have some new videos as well soon. The Moocake show's back. Yeah. It's good shit. Finish my Coca-Cola. Sorry, went a bit quiet there for a second. I'm just kind of figuring out my laptop for a second. It's being a bit awkward. Just out of pure interest, actually, were there any issues? Did anyone have any like lag issues or anything like that with the stream? Was it all okay? Because to be fair, I'm obviously living somewhere new or somewhere different rather than I was when I last streamed like 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, it always used to lag a bit when I streamed before. But no, it seems to be a lot better this time around. So that's a really good positive. Nothing quite like being in the middle of a really good bit of your stream, monologuing away, and you look down at the chat and it's just saying lag. Nothing on my end, none for me. No, that's smashing. That's very good to hear. Well, consider me a happy bunny then. Consider me a happy fucking bunny. How long have we been streaming for now? Yeah, we're just about to hit 2 hours and a half exactly. We're at 2 hours 29 minutes, it says on my end, since it started. So yeah, not including the little half an hour countdown I had at the beginning, that was actually exactly 2 hours to complete that game. So the little website I looked up was perfectly truthful. Well done. I'll give it a 5-star review. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, if that's all right with you. I don't think there's anything else to say. Unless anyone's got any other questions, queries, comments, etc., you can throw them in the chat quickly and I'll get to them. But otherwise, I think I'm going to start to sign off. Thank you very much for watching the old live stream. I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, there will be one every month, so I hope you're back in the future. If you enjoyed, you can support me in the channel, have a look at my videos, subscribe, that sort of nonsense. Anything you can do is much appreciated. And yeah, I hope to see you around soon. Have a good evening. And remember, let me think of a shit joke actually before I go. I'm trying to. I'll try and round you off with a shit joke. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot? That's a really bad one, isn't it? Right, we'll leave it on that fucking depressing note. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful evening. Take it steady.